Hey guys, Slownrusty here with yet another Mazda 323 BF chassis video. Shooting a video today that's a little bit different theme than some of my other videos. This video is actually just to show my GT turbo sedan, a car that I've had for 15 years now. As you've seen with many of my other videos on this car, been all around the country with me. Been a tremendous car for me. Ownership has been extremely rewarding. But I am actually putting the car up for sale and using this video to showcase the car and highlight it with the hopes that the video gets viewed by a potential buyer and future owner, and just to give an overall feel for the car and the condition. Anyway, again, I've had the car for 15 years. I'm asking $5,000 for the car, which I think is a really fair price considering I have over $19,000 that I've spent on the car in the 15 plus years that I've owned it. That money has gone into reworking the suspension several times. Recently, I had the car completely stripped and painted. So full bumper to bumper respray, which is why the car looks as highly presentable as it does. And then also the engine, I've had the head completely rebuilt, which is new valves, guides and seals, a new metal head gasket and ARP studs. So the head's been reworked. The car is extremely reliable, always starts, has never left me stranded. The car has about 254,000 miles on it, but I recently did a compression test and each cylinder came back about 125 psi, and the leak down was less than 6% in every cylinder. So the engine is good and strong, doesn't burn any oil whatsoever, doesn't actually use any fluids whatsoever. It's a super reliable car considering the performance. The car will be sold actually with the US spec front and rear bumpers. So just a little note on that. And other than that, it'll be sold exactly as is seen in this video. On the inside, I'll give a quick view of the interior of the car. It's very clean. The door panels have no tears or rips. Same with the dash. I have newer Corbo seats in the car, and I paid $800 each for those Corbos. So basically the two seats and the paint job cost me more than what I'm asking for the car. The rest of the car is very clean. It has manual windows, manual door locks, and no sunroof. So it's actually very light. The car weighs about 2250 pounds wet, and it gets down. It's probably around 180 horse. And I'm running it at about 13 to 14 pounds of boost. And again, on the rear seats, there's no tears or rips in any of the seats, front or rear, and same with the door panels. The rear seats have hardly been sat in. And the air conditioning, it worked last summer, but by the end of the summer, it was starting to lose the R12 refrigerant. So I think it's one of the cases where I have a slow leak, so I bought a R134 conversion kit, which will be included with the sale of the car. And in fact, I'm going to include about $2,000 to $3,000 of spare parts with the sale of the car. So lots of stuff coming are going to be sold with the car to help maintain it and keep some good spares on hand. Engine-wise, it's very clean under here. I spend considerable time keeping the engine bay nice and clean, and even though I drive the car 3 or 4 times a week, I mean, it shows that it's well maintained. I change the oil every 1,500 miles. I use Redline zinc additive, so that way it keeps the valve train protected and adds the right amount of zinc to the newer oils that are that have less zinc added than the previous days or the days of old. Recently I did a timing belt, water pump, lower crankshaft seal. I bought Mazda tensioners, and then I did the brakes front and rear, so new rotors, new pads, and then all brand new wheel bearings front and rear. So basically, if you were to take the car to an independent or mechanic to do that work, it'd be, I bet, close to $2,000 to get all those items installed in the car. Everything you see under the hood will be included in the sale. That strut brace, the coilovers, upgraded aluminum radiator with the Flexolite fan, upgraded intercooler, and everything as you see here. I actually just had the valve cover powder coated as well. So again, car is in really great shape. I'll just give a quick little shot of the trunk. And again, it's one of the biggest trunks out there, and it's clean in here. It's used but clean, and I keep it vacuumed, and I keep the car well maintained. So if you're interested and would like to purchase a car, let me know. I will say that I'm firm on my price of $5,000 because it includes all the spare parts as I just mentioned, and the car has, like I said, I haven't been shy spending money on it. Anything it needs, it gets, and it shows in the way it drives and the way it looks. And I tell you, even to this day, it turns heads. I was actually at the gas station about 3 days ago, and two guys approached me and asked me a ton of questions about the car. So it's fun to see people's reaction when they see the car, and they look at it and they remember some of these 80s sporty cars from Japan, and some of them that also of course came from Europe, and kind of a time when driving was fun and not as anemic as it is these days. But anyway, feel free to contact me at slowandrusty@yahoo.com or via YouTube. Thanks.